Hi beauties, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. For today, I've been wanting to do a winter blue. So I have this palette here from Glister Beauty. And they have this really pretty blue here that I want to break into. So if you guys are interested in seeing a winter cold ice blue look, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment below, and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Subscribe. Hey, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. I'll see you back. Alright, let's get started, beauties. We're going in with the Almond Eye Base from Fruits Cosmetics to prime the eye. This is about to be a colorful look, so I wanted to make sure to coat the eye nice and make sure to blend that out. Then we're going in with the Glister Beauty palette, and I'm going in with this black color, and this is going to be the crease color because we want to have a really nice gradient for the look that we're creating today. So I'm blending this black and going back and forth to make sure that it fades out. Then going into the brown, and I go right above on the line where it is going above the crease and blend the brown into it to create a nice gradient. And I'm using a small blending brush to do this because I'm going into that small area and I don't want it to be blown out too much as we're building the layers. Now I'm going into this reddish orange color and I'm blending that on the line above the brown to do the same thing that we did with the brown and the black. We're just fading that in together and more so creating the gradient. And we're going to go ahead and wing that out a little as well so that we can pretty much get the shape of the eye that we want. So I'm now blending everything together to make sure that everything is blending perfectly, and we're going to bring that reddish brown color more to the front of the eye, not the other colors. The other colors kind of stayed in the outer part of the eye, but we brought that light brown color, reddish brown color all the way around. And now we're just blending it out with a bigger fluffy blending brush, because now this is going to be what's going to blow everything out and get rid of the harsh lines. Now we're going to go into this winter blue color from P. Louise, and I'm using that as my crease color, actually my lid color, because I'm going to be putting a glitter on my lid that is a similar color. So I wanted to just have a nice blue base to put that glitter down. And as you can see, this is a beautiful, beautiful winter blue color. When I saw it, it just called my name and I had to use it. So this is a beautiful blue color that I'm using out of the Glister palette. This blue is so beautiful. I would just purchase this palette just for this blue color because it is gorgeous. And as you can see, everything blends so perfectly together. I went into the dark brown just to add more of a gradient once I added the blue, and to add a little bit of black and brown together into the outer V, just to make sure that we have everything blending perfectly and to give it the depth that we want it to have, because you want to have some depth. And then I went into my graffiti liner from Lashing Out Glam, and it's called Freeze, and lined above the crease. Now that that's done, I've gone into the Inglot 77 liner, and I am now just creating my wing liner. I don't want it to be a huge wing. I just want it to pretty much be a liner that goes into the outer V. And then I'm going to go into my freeze once again and line right above the liner that I created. And then I'm blending everything together to make sure that you don't see where the liner begins or ends. So we're blending a little bit more black inside. Now the eyes are done, and we're going in with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Matte Oil Control Lotion. I have oily skin. You guys know I love this because it has clay in it and it helps to get rid of the oils. And then this is the e.l.f. Poreless Primer, and this is my favorite primer to use. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill in those pores, tap and rub until it is nice and smooth and ready for my makeup application. And I do a mixture of patting and also smoothing at the same time. That is good. Now we're going to go into the chalk disc powder in letter A. This is the setting powder I like to use to set my primer because it is close to my complexion and it just mattifies everything and helps the foundation to stay longer. And I just used a very sheer coverage when I did this. Then this is the ABH foundation and 430W. I really like this foundation. I've been going into my drawer and starting to use more of my foundations I haven't been using often. But as you can see, it is a very good color match and it is really nice foundation. Next, I'm going in with the 16 concealer from Juvia's Place and just highlighting the face. And as you can see, I leave areas open where I'm going to apply my highlighting contour with the foundation. And this is a foundation stick from Juvia's Place, and it is in the color Bean In. And we're going to just go ahead and put that around the face. Now we're going to tap in the foundation. It's pretty much already blended out, but I'm going to go ahead and tap it in to make sure that it is blended perfectly and covering all the areas I need it to. And once I do that, I go in with my contour brush. So I'm contouring my face now, and I am just going into circular motions and making sure to blend that up and not down, because we don't want that to go underneath the line. We need that to stay where it is and go up in order to give us the shadow that we're trying to achieve in order to have a nice contour. And look at how nice that blends out. Going to go ahead and get this nose and snatch it. I am pinching the contour brush that I was using on my cheeks in order to have it small enough to reach the nose. And then I use my Winter Rose P. Louise. And as you can see, this base can be used not only on the eyes, but also as a blush. So I like to use this as a cream blush with my foundation. And then I'm going to blend out my concealer after I blend out the blush. And I'm using my Profusion sponge from Lashing Out Glam, which is my favorite sponge that I use. It's very soft, and as you can see, it just blends everything to perfection. So we're just getting everything together, honey, snatching the face. It definitely takes a little time when you're blending everything, but you don't want to rush because you want it to just be a beautiful, beautiful mixture of colors that create the structure that you're looking for. So now I am just blending the forehead, tap, tap, tapping, tap, tap, tap. Then going back in with a little bit more contour. I feel like I needed just a hint more of a contour, and this is the Crayon Case concealer. I believe it's in the number 8, but I will double check and make sure to have the correct color when I give you guys the rundown in the comments of what I used. And I am now just blending that out because I want to make sure that everything is looking how it's supposed to. I want to make sure I have the correct amount of depth that I'm looking for. So I felt like this was perfect, and I love how it's looking already. And then I'm just using my sponge to blend everything out, going over the highlighted areas. I did not add any more product. I'm literally just blending what's there to make sure that everything stays in place and just make sure that the face is blended to perfection. So as you can see, that just really cleaned everything up. And we're just going to keep on blending until everything looks perfect. This sponge is so good, you guys. Definitely make sure that you get your hands on it. Going to go over the blush once again, just tap, tap, tapping. Didn't add any more product. I'm just tapping to make sure that we don't lose that color. Now I'm going to go back into my chalk dust powder in the letter A once again, and I am just setting my entire face. This is the color, like I said, that is my complexion, and I like to use this first before going in with my highlighting powders, because if you go in with highlighting powders without putting a base of a powder that's like your complexion, you can have flashback, and this extra layer just helps to blend everything together and prevent having flashback. So that is nice and blended. Now we're going to go into our highlighting powders, and I like to use the flower powders from the Beauty Bakery, and I'm using the color Plantain first. I like to use 2 of them. Plantain has more of a yellow base to it. I have a reddish and a red undertone, so I like to use this yellow because it does help with my golden undertone, but it can be a little too yellow because of the reddish that I have under my undertone. So I'm also going to mix in another color called Cassava. So right now I'm just blending everything out. First I place the powder, and then I blend it out until it looks nice and mattified. Then I'm going to go into the Cassava from Beauty Bakery and add that. But first I'm going to go into my contoursition notebook from the Crayon Case and contour this face, y'all. Get the structure going. you want to make sure to structure your face first. And then I'll go in with the highlight because I didn't want that to be swept away, because I do want the highlight to sit so I can do my bottom eyeshadow. So I'm just going over my jawbone, underneath the chin, so we can go ahead and take some of that double chin away. Around the forehead, take some of that forehead away. Chisel the nose out. And then going into the cassava powder, like I was telling you, from Beauty Bakery. And I'm going to let this sit under my eye for a little so that it can give us a nice light highlight. And then I'm going under my cheekbone, but this is going to be completely blended out. I don't like to let it sit there like that because I don't want it to be too light. So as you can see, I'm putting the powder all around. And I'm setting my highlighted areas just to make sure that I get rid of the color being too yellow, like I was telling you. And the song was hitting, yes, yes. Then I went over my brows because I'm about to use the e.l.f. Precise Brow Pencil. And this is the Ultra Precise Pencil in Brunette, and I absolutely love this pencil. It stays nice and sharp, and it is very, very precise, as you can see. And it gives really nice hair-like strokes. So I like to put powder over my brows first because, you know, if you use pencil, sometimes you can tend to get oily brows after a while if you have oily skin, but not with this pencil once you use a little powder on your brows. So as you can see, the brows are looking snatched. Clean them up with a little concealer. And then I went into this light color that was like a tan color in the Glitter Beauty palette as my highlight. And then I wanted to just kind of blend it out a little bit more with the reddish brown color. And then we're going to go underneath the eye, and you add the same crease colors to underneath the eye. So I went into the black and then into the reddish orange. And now I'm going into this gold color as my inner corner from the Glitter Beauty palette. Then into the Inglot 77 liner in my waterline. And the orange peel lashes from Fruits Cosmetics. First, we're going to put on our Fenty Beauty mascara to get the lashes popping. Then we're going to add our Fruits Cosmetics lashes. First, I'm putting some duo glue on my lash line. And these are the orange peel lashes from Fruits Cosmetics. Then we're going to go into the 3D Faux Mink Individuals for the bottom lashes. But first, we're going to use this Shop Miss Safe Fat Lash Mascara to get the bottom lashes defined. And then we're going to add 3 of the Faux Mink Individual lashes from Ardell just to give it that extra oomph. And I love it. I'm feeling it, as you can see. Yes, honey. Now we're blending away the excess powder so that we don't have it sitting too long. Just blend it away. And I just wanted to show you guys that on my shoulder, that is my actual complexion. My neck is darker. As you can see, the hyperpigmentation around my neck. And then the rest of my chest and my body is lighter. And that is why it may look a little too light sometimes when I do my makeup. I promise you guys, I'm not trying to look lighter. That is my complexion. Look at my hand. It matches. So I'm just blending the blush binder right now. There's 2 colors in there that I use for a bronzer that I showed you. And I'm just using this Judy brush and bronzing up my face to give it more color. Because when it starts to highlighting and contouring, it's still kind of flat. And this just gives it the nice warmth that you want. So look at that. See how much warmth that added? And I like to add both of those colors. One is a cool tone and one is a reddish tone, because it's perfect, like I told you, for my golden and reddish undertones. It just looks amazing, and I am here for it. Make sure to get that chin and underneath the jawbone. Absolutely love it. Get that nose. Yes. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and use our sponge and just go over the nose to make sure I didn't go too far into the bridge. Excuse my ashy hands, y'all. I wash my hands a lot, and it seems like lotion don't even work no more after so long. But I went back into the blush binder, and now I'm adding this nice peachy pink blush to the balls of my cheek. It's very pigmented, so I only use a little bit. And I just tap it, and as you can see, it shows up. Then I went into my Nicole Guerrero palette for my inner corner highlight. And then we're in the Crayon Cakes Gumbo lipstick. This is a beautiful brown lipstick. I love it because it doesn't have any reddish tones. It is just a real natural brown. And then I went into my gloss from Lashing Out Glam called Caked Up. As you can see, these glosses are super pigmented and beautiful. I absolutely love these glosses. These are actually some of my favorite glosses that I use that have pigment to them because they are not see-through at all. As you can see, it just looks so good. And then I love how it looks right now, but I wanted to add a little peachiness to it. So in order to add a little bit of peachiness to it, I'm going to go in with my Lashing Out Glam Georgia Peach, which of course is the peachiness. And that's going to add just the perfect hint that I feel like it needed to be a little bit more of a nudish color. And I love it. It looks so beautiful. And I'm here for it. And I hope you guys are too. Because guess what? We are done. That is it, you guys. This is so beautiful. Serve, honey. Alright, beauty, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial of this Ice Baby. I think that's what I'm going to call it. Ice Baby. This icy look for winter. I thought it was so pretty. I got this dress here and I was like, you know what? I want to do a blue look that looks like the dress. And this Glitter Beauty palette had the perfect glitter. So this is what we created. I had so much fun creating it. This Lashing Out Glam liner went perfect with everything as well. This is in the color Freeze. And look at that. Perfect, right? So everything just came together so nicely. I'm so here for it. I hope you guys are too. Let me know if you are feeling this look, and let me know any suggestions of anything that you may want me to do for this Christmas season. I want to make sure that I'm delivering for you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys and happy to be doing these looks for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and let me know how you guys are feeling about this look, and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Subscribe. Hey, subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to be your own kind of beautiful, because there's only one you. Bye.